everyone, my name is VapeChilla, your average Pinoy vape reviewer, and today we're going to be reviewing the AI Evo by iJoy. This neat little pod system. Before we go into specs, let me plug a couple things. I go live on Twitch 6 times a week, twice every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I always upload a new video when I start streaming, so there's a good chance I'm live right now. Make sure to drop by and say hey. Also, I got a Discord, we have a really great community, and we'd love to have you there. There's also a thing called Members Plus. If you are of legal vaping age, you can sign up for that, and you get access to the Vape Lounge, where you can ask all the vape advice you need. Also got a Twitter, which I don't really use, at VapeChilla, but what I do use more often is Instagram, at VapeChillaOfficial. Anyways, onto the specs. This thing is 94mm tall, 30mm wide, and 18mm thick. Here's a size comparison next to an AVP and an Orion. Holds 2.8 ml of juice, it's got 1100 mAh, got a max power of 20 watts, and it's got a bottom pressing refill. Comes stock with a 0.7 ohm coil. I'm now running the 1.4 ohm coil. This is how it vapes. Pretty good. Enough of specs, let's get down to the close-ups. And so here we have the packaging for the AI Evo. Quite a large box, quite classy. Got iJoy's logo up here. On the back it says what color it is, and an authenticity code. Let's open this chungus up. And here's what it looks like. Here's iJoy's motto, iJoy for your joy. And here's what's inside. Here we got the pod, a USB charging cable, and a spare coil. Since that's pretty much it, let's move on to the pod. And here it is. Click 5 times to turn it on. And just fire at will. Here's the back, the side, and the bottom. Let's take a look at the pod itself. Here's what it looks like with juice. Right here you can see that bottom fill system, and these two are magnets. And this is the coil. You replace the coils by literally just lifting this up. Caution, by the way, don't do this if you still have juice in there. It'll get really messy. Here are the pins inside. Some of the best looking pins I've seen on a pod so far. Quite beefy. And finally, just a little showcase of what the resin looks like. That was pretty quick. Now let's get back up for the pros and cons. And we're back for the pros and cons. Let's start off with the pros. Number 1, it's got good flavor. Though I must say I prefer the 0.7 ohm coil over the 1.4. There is a slight drop of flavor in the 1.4. Number 2, it's pretty stylish. I do like this resin design, and I really do like that it's matted. And number 3, it's got a pretty decent battery. 1001 mAh is pretty good. This thing lasted me a day and a half before it died, though it may vary from person to person. So that's pretty much it for the pros. Let's get on to the cons. So the first couple things I've noticed. Number 1, this thing is not variable. I mean, my favorite pods lately have been the AVP and the Orion. I even tried a Trinity Alpha, all of which have variable mode. It's just nice to pick what wattage you want to vape at. The only way that this is variable is within the coils. With the different coils that you use, it automatically adjusts. Number 2 would be that it doesn't have a lanyard. I was a little disappointed. It's not such a big con, but it would have been nice to be able to dangle from your neck. Tuck it in whenever you want. However, you barely feel it on your pocket, don't even know it's there. And number 3, it's a bit of a nitpick, but coil longevity. I used the 0.7 ohm coil first. For 2 days it was vaping great, but on the 3rd day I started noticing this weird metallic taste in the juice. And on the 4th day I just couldn't vape it. But yeah, that's all I got for this pod. Bottom line, it's a solid pod. It's got a bit more of a minimalistic design, and the resin accent is quite nice. It's not variable, so it's pretty easy to use, and that's about it. Personally, I think there's better out there, but this is not that bad. So if you're interested in picking up an AI Evo, make sure to visit iJoy's website, link is down below. I'm certainly enjoying these pods. So if you like this review, make sure to subscribe down below to stay tuned for more videos in the future. If you have any more questions or comments about this pod, make sure to comment down below and I will reply. I've also got a Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook where I'm posting extra content, so make sure to visit that in the description below. Till next time.